welcome to the channel. My name is Lana and today I'm going to share with you 4 splurges that your budget needs. So if you are working on your budget and you're wondering where should I take out the fun and where should I leave a little bit of fun in, I'm going to answer that for you today. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. So glad you're here. I like to talk about money and things that can make your life around the house a little bit simpler. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any uploads. The first splurge that your budget definitely needs is blow money. So my husband and I each get $50 of blow money a month. Maybe that's different for you guys. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. It really depends on what your goals are and what your needs are. But we each get blow money every single month that we can spend on whatever we want at whatever time we want. So if my husband is craving a coffee on the way to work and he has blow money, he can go get that, no problem. That's totally his decision. If it's me and I like to buy books and books and books and books, I can buy books with my blow money, and I often do. Having blow money keeps your budget sustainable because you can buy whatever you want, probably in limited quantities, but you are not stopped from buying anything or going out to dinner with your friends or having a morning coffee or whatever it is you choose to blow your money on. It's totally your business. Your spouse is not asking questions about it, and you just choose whatever you want, and it helps you not give up on the rest of your budget. No matter how stringent it may be, you'll be like, actually, I have blow money and I'm just gonna cover this and it's gonna be fun. So having blow money really helps you not bust your budget. So say that you and your spouse have decided that you are no longer going to be buying ice cream or chocolate in your main food budget, but you are really craving a chocolate bar. You do not have to bust your budget. You can just pay for it with your blow money and have what you want. If you are on a super tight budget for a really long time and you never do anything fun, I can pretty much guarantee you're gonna give up on it and you're gonna hate your life, and you're like, we don't do anything fun, I can't have anything nice, and that's gonna be detrimental to your financial health in the long run. Having blow money really helps you avoid arguments with your spouse around small purchases that maybe you do not agree with. So if your spouse just wants to buy a special coffee and you're like, they're so expensive, you know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have that argument. If they have blow money, they can buy it, that's their business. And you don't have to have a big long debate about whether or not that's a worthy purchase, because you guys have already decided it's not part of your food budget, but they're welcome to buy that with their blow money. This gives me power to buy what I want, whatever silly thing that it is. I can do it with my blow money, and it really makes me feel like I'm in charge of my life. The next splurge you need in your budget is one streaming service. So if you are really buckling down on your budget and you're trying to save as much money as humanly possible, you probably canceled some of your subscriptions. So maybe you canceled your Amazon or your Netflix or your Hulu to get rid of those monthly expenses that are adding up and slowly draining your ability to save. But I would encourage you to have one streaming service. So we always have one streaming service at a time. And then whenever we get bored of it or we feel like we've watched the interesting things on that streaming service, you can cancel your subscription and change. So I thought I could cut out all the streaming services out of our lives, but it turns out that it's not really healthy to work all the time. Keeping one streaming service allows you to keep your budget, not overwhelm your budget with streaming services, but at the same time, not give up on all of your fun and all your relaxation. So we think that maybe we're just gonna do productive things all the time, or we're gonna read a book or whatever, but you know, sometimes we are just so tired and we just need to zone out a little bit and watch a little TV. And I think that's okay because, you know, you just can't work all the time and you need something fun to watch. So having one streaming service enables you to do that, but also keeps your budget in check. So right now, our streaming service of choice is Discovery Plus, and we are watching Iron Chef America as a family, and it is a lot of fun. And perhaps next month we're gonna feel done with it and we're gonna pick something else. The next splurge that your budget needs is a vacation fund. Dave Ramsey may disagree with me on this one. I'm not saying it needs to be a big vacation fund. It can be a little vacation fund. If you are in an aggressive stage of paying off debt, or you really need to buckle down and save a ton of money, I could see that this could be maybe a category you'd want to get rid of. But I think this category is super important because everybody needs a break. Just because I use the word vacation does not mean that your vacation has to be elaborate or expensive. I think when we think about vacation, sometimes we're thinking expensive. So maybe we're thinking $600, $800 for a weekend away or something like that. Your vacation fund does not have to be used in that way if you are really trying to save money. I have a video all about how to have an inexpensive vacation or even a free vacation, and I will link that video up above. If you want to get some ideas for some inexpensive or even free vacation ideas, go ahead and watch that video. But I want you to think small scale. So maybe your vacation budget is $25, maybe it's $50 or something. But this could mean gas to go visit your family. This could mean a picnic where you go to Safeway and buy some fun foods, and then you guys go to a park and you bring a blanket and stuff like that. Things that are family activities that are a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit special, but that doesn't mean they have to be expensive. So our small vacation fund of $50 a month often goes towards gas to help us travel to see our family, or it goes towards the tolls, or it goes to a few extra fun items when we're going on a trip or visiting somebody. $50 could also be a good start for if you're going camping. That would pay for maybe a night of camping with that or something like that if you already have all the rest of the gear. So that could be a very inexpensive vacation that could be really cool too. So just because you are aggressively saving doesn't mean that you still don't need a little break. Even if you have a strategic, inexpensive break, you still need a break, and that will cost some amount of money. So we're prepping for that in advance by having that vacation fund. The next splurge that your budget needs is a date fund. So if you are married or perhaps you are looking for a life partner, you need this budget in your life. For us, this is a different type of investing. So perhaps you're really trying to invest towards financial freedom, or you're trying to pay off debt, or whatever it is. I always need to remind myself that if I reach whatever destination I'm getting towards, maybe I have $5 million in the bank, or whatever it is that is my goal, if I lost my family relationships along the way, it won't be worth it, and I will wish that I had never done what it had taken to get to that monetary goal, because I no longer have the important relationships in my life. So I want to be investing in my retirement accounts, but I also want to be investing in my relationships, because I don't want to do retirement by myself. So it doesn't matter if I have so much money saved for retirement, but I'm going to be there by myself. I just imagine that being so lonely and so depressing that it won't even be worth it that I save so much money, because I won't have anybody to share it with. Not to be too dark, but I want to enjoy my retirement with people that I know and people that care about me, and that means I need to invest in those relationships now and not neglect them while I'm taking over the world. So your budget could be a lot of different sizes depending on the stage of your life and your life circumstances. So think about what it takes for you guys to go on a date. Perhaps you have family nearby that can watch your children for free if you have any. Perhaps you can do a babysitting swap with some of your friends, so you can watch their kids when they go on a date, and they can watch your kids when you go on a date. Or perhaps you end up paying for a sitter when you're on a date, and that's often what we have to end up doing, and that definitely makes it more expensive, and we need to account for that. I also remember in my pre-kid time with my husband, it was much less expensive to go on a date, and it did not take as much planning or money at all. We would just decide to go to the park and go for a walk or whatever it was. But now it seems like for it to even happen, it's like we're going to dinner, which is great, and then we have to hire a sitter, and those things can really add up. So we really need to be planning for that and budgeting appropriately for that. Going on a romantic walk around the neighborhood holding hands is not really a date idea anymore. When you have a toddler in bed, you just have to stay home unless somebody is watching them. So that has really changed how we go on dates and definitely made it more expensive. Let me know down in the comments what is an important splurge for your budget that makes your budget sustainable for your household. As always, do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye for now.